Happy Friday, everybody. Uncle Doug's coming over here.
Hello, happy Friday.
Say hi.
Hi. Oh, you meant that.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Hello.
Telling everybody to say hi today. We have Rosie and Lynn and Connie so far, and then I know Aunt Nancy's over on YouTube, Uncle Doug's on YouTube, and I know somebody else is on YouTube, so hopefully we can get their name too. Hi, Candy. That's okay, honey. You can watch the replay for sure. And Lynn. Hi, Jamie. Jamie Goldenstein. You seem new. I'm not sure if I've seen your name before. Glenna, Peggy. Hi, everybody. I'm so excited for today. And there's a couple of things that I finished up this morning, and I'll have to tell you a little story about my design fluke that I had yesterday. It kind of upset me a little bit, but I will explain that to you in a minute. Hi, Cheryl Quinn. I believe your name is also new, so if everybody can welcome Cheryl and Jamie. I'm not sure that I've seen either of them yet, but we need to get into some digging. I'm so excited. And I have 3. Oh, awesome, Jamie. This is Jamie's first time, everybody, so make sure you welcome Jamie. Stephanie Gray. I don't recognize that name either. Looks like we have quite a few new people today, which I'm super excited for. And we're going to go over some really pretty jewelry designs and how to construct them, pieces that you use to make them, so on and so forth. But my little fluke, you guys. So I made this earring yesterday, right? And I had one of these green flower beads, which I thought was adorable, okay? And I found another flower bead out of my bead scoop bin, which you guys know it's huge, but I found it almost immediately. And after I was done with this one, I happened to drop my other green flower bead, and I have yet to find it. So I can't make matchy ones, so I actually pulled 2 yellow ones today that I'll be stringing on instead, so I can at least have a pair that matches. But what the heck? And I had Kieran looking for it, I was looking for it, we could not find it. Jamie's from New York. Ooh, that's super cool. Love it. Hi, Patty. Looks like Patty's in here too. Awesome sauce. All right, let's show you guys some big loots today. So we happened to pull together 3 this morning. 3 big loots. Our loot number 1 is probably going to be a fan favorite because it is full of butterflies. Ooh, Donna's first time too. Western Kentucky. Amazing. Hi, Sherry. I think we have a lot of new watchers today, you guys. That's so good. All right, let's dump out this loot.
She's from all over.
Oh, I love that.
We are from all over. Yeah, everybody is.
Yes. Me too, Candy. So Doug and I here, we are streaming from Galena, Illinois. So you guys know where we're streaming from. And then maybe here in the comments, you guys, if you wouldn't mind kind of just maybe put in your state of where you're from. I know Peggy's from Ohio. But yeah, let me know where you guys are from because I'm actually curious. We're going to go through these big loots first, and then we'll dig into some designing. And if you can't stay the whole time, that's totally okay. Definitely catch the replay because we do end up saving the videos. Oh, of course, Lynn. You're precious as well. All of our customers are precious to us. That's what makes us not to, toot our horn or anything, but that's what makes our company so amazing and so much better. No, really better than a lot of different companies because our customer service is unmatched. Literally. Lynn's from Washington. Candy's from Minnesota. Other Lynn is from Idaho. So you're by the Idaho team. Monica's in Alaska. Tennessee too. Oh, you're in Tennessee, Lynn? That's so fun. All right, let's pop up our big loot here first. So this is our number one, $99. This retails for over $200. So get it. All three of them have a bead strand that is something of the sort that has a clasp and whatnot. They're different lengths in between the three, but you guys are going to be obsessed with the butterflies. Look at these. Look at that painted green girl unicorn too. Could you imagine filling those with some paint and some resin? And then let me spread these out a little bit so I can give you guys a closer up. How many butterflies are really in this stinking thing? And there's so many beautiful pinky toned, warm toned beads. It's very, very beautiful. Which probably would have helped if I would have had all these stinkers laid out to begin with. So if you're new here, how you purchase over Facebook. So in your comments, you can see this comment cart 100 to buy right above my head here. You type in the comments cart 100 or cart whatever, 3-digit number follows after that, and then you hit enter, and then it prompts your Facebook Messenger app to create a cart for you, and you can choose your quantities, colors, sizes, etc., straight from there. If you're not comfortable checking out on Facebook, totally understandable. You can visit vintagelifeshop.com here in the corner, and that will take you straight to our website where all of the same listings that we're showing today will be the first ones that you see in the warehouse sale tab. If you have further questions or in-depth questions, don't be afraid to email me warehouse@vintage.com right here, and we will get back to you as soon as I can. And then we have Jean in the Facebook comments and Uncle Doug. Are you on Facebook too?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So Uncle Doug's monitoring both Facebook and YouTube. So if you guys have questions, hopefully we won't miss any, and we'll get you right on your way. Rosie's from Maryland. Maryland.
So everybody's Mary.
Maryland. Look at how gorgeous this is, you guys. There's a minimum of 74 pieces in each of these metal pieces. Let me be clear. 74 metal pieces plus the beads. So you're getting a really great deal here. You definitely want to scoop this up if you're into butterflies or the fairy feel. So pretty. Lots of natural brass, some pewter. I am a big fan of this one. We'll bring it up here so you guys can just see how much is really coming in here. We will give you the best deals for sure. All right, so I think that's enough time for our first one. Let's move on to our second one, and then we'll hit our third one, and then we'll get into some demoing.
I'm going to scoop that into here and I'll bag it.
That actually might be very helpful. Well, actually, not might, but will be very helpful. Thanks, Uncle Doug.
Not so bad after all.
No, not at all. All right, we're going to hit number 2 next. Number 2 will be cart 101. Oh, that bag is packed. This one has a more eclectic Etruscan feel. So this one's got some really pretty like silhouettes, some really cool vintage pieces too. Like, that's insane. Oh, if I can find the lens, the camera lens, gee. That's crazy. There's some keys and some really pretty bordered things. There's some finished jewelry and this one too, I think. Number 1 loot is sold out, so we're on number 2. Some leather fringe, super cute. Some more of those beads. I'm going to put those up top because you guys already know what those look like. Some really cool embossed pieces. There's another green girl piece. Some pre-finished beads with the bead caps. Look at that beautiful ring that's coming. I luckily have the majority of those pieces. Yay. Okay, well, good. But I know a lot of people don't because a lot of these pieces have not been offered before ever. Ever. They have been in our stock for possible or potential adding to the websites, but have not done it. Uncle Doug, we'll keep you for another day or so, said Peggy. Yeah, you already knew. You already knew. There's some cute tinies in here too. So look at that really pretty clover there. Some really neat pendants. Got another couple vintage pieces that look like this. Some really pretty beads. I know there's 2 of these in here. Oh, I just love those. I should have kept those for myself. What in the world? Okay, here are the finished earrings I was talking about. Those are super cute. Love them. So there's lots of great things. And then if you need a little bit more time looking at the pictures and whatnot, I have multiple pictures on vintageliveshop.com. So don't be afraid to go check that out if you need a little bit more time. There's also three Swarovski moons in here. 2 black and a topaz. And it looks like this is also a Swarovski piece. Also in topaz. I think that's a lampwork bead. Really cool shell bead. There's some leaf beads. This one's more green, brown, yellow tone. So pretty. Ooh.
Susan, watching from Italy.
That's cool. My parents are now from Virginia. They just moved there this spring. So that's super neat. Where about in Virginia are you from? My parents live in Lynchburg now. So lots of beautiful, beautiful, beautiful things. Oh, there's another ring. Lovely. Let's put that stinker on. Cool. All right, we're going to dump this one in our big bucket so Uncle Doug can also pack this one up. And then we have one more. Ooh, that one's cool too.
Is that actually number 2?
Yes.
I'll put them in a stronger bag.
Okay, that one's really pretty. Ooh, we're not losing any beads. You're getting all the beads with it. That's incredible. As I'm scooping these in, I'm finding some of the new pieces. Lovely. All right, we have one more big loot to get to.
Besides the giveaway.
Oh, cool. Right. We do have a big giveaway loot at the end. All right. This one, more floral foliage type. So there's that bead strand again with the clasp. And so it comes with the bracelet size and it comes with the necklace size in this one specifically. The other ones only come with the necklace size. So if you love your foliage, your plants, your leaves, your branches, flowers, a couple butterflies in there, some really cool vintage pieces. All right, let's take a look at cart 102. This is number 3 Big Loot Special. All of these have a minimum of 74 pieces plus beads. Remember, those are 74 metal pieces plus your beads. And some of these are finished, so some of them come with a little more pieces, but it's counted as one because it's all put together. If that makes sense. Ooh, I love that. Pre-done. I'm going to break out into song a little bit.
Oh boy.
Nope. Nope.
I won't know the song either. It's made up.
Yep. I was going to say it's going to be a made up one.
Between you and Goose, she's always making up songs.
Is
she's
she?
Singing to Ava, our dog.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. She's got outside songs. She's got go eat songs.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
You guys keep me guessing.
Ooh, okay, Lisa. I'm popping in to say hello. I was confused because the little grandchildren spent the night last night, so in my mind that was Friday night.
Ah.
Makes sense, but it's good that you're spending some time with your grandbabies. It's going to be a long time before I have any of those.
We just, yeah, I guess. We just had our goose camp.
Ooh,
last week,
goose
which
camp.
Was all the grandkids over at the house.
Really? Oh my goodness.
And Nancy does, little activities. And
That's
fun
a lot.
things for them, yeah.
That is a lot.
Goose
Cute.
camp.
All right, so that's number 3. Like I said, if you need a little bit more time to look, flip through the pictures, visit vintagelifeshop.com right there. And then you will be able to see those listings. Super cool. So I'm going to not spend too much time on them because you can see all of the listings on the shop.
Tell them how to quote because they might be jumping off.
Okay, so real quick before anybody jumps off, I'm going to pull this down. This is our Big Loot giveaway. At the end of each live, we do a Big Loot giveaway. All you need to do to enter the Big Loot giveaway is to love react to the video, to the live video that's streaming right now. If you love react to that video, we will put your name in a spinny wheel, and you will have a potential to win this. In the case that you do win this, if you have an open order with vintagelifeshop.com, we will ship it to you for free. So you do have to have an open order with us on vintagelifeshop.com to claim it. So you might as well purchase at least one thing, because then you know you're already taken care of. Oh, Peggy, is this a cute owl? This one is adorable, I think. There's one owl. Oh, there's both of them.
I just threw it in in case she won.
That's so funny. So this copper owl isn't Peggy's favorite, but this owl's super cute, and this owl's super cute. How funny. Ooh, Chris from South Carolina.
We love ourselves some South Carolina, too.
Yes, we do.
I lived there for, 7 or 8 years?
Oh, really?
Greenville.
Ooh, sounds green.
It was very green.
Okay,
no
you
shortage
guys.
Of green.
No, I'm sure. Let's get into our mythical wings here first. How about that? Since I know you guys are a super fan of this bracelet, and then now we're going to have some earrings using this piece as well. So we do not have any in solid brass available because we are doing an intro on it on Monday. So you can purchase the natural brass version on vintagelifeshop.com, but not the solid brass version because that will be going into the intro come Monday. Where they are from?
Yeah.
Yes, I asked them to do that. All right. Here we go. Our beautiful mythical wing. So cart 103 for the natural brass mythical wing. You can choose the right side or the left side, depending on which orientation you'd like to go with. But I have a couple really pretty things that I think you guys would love. This is the same concept as this. This is the piece that inspired me to do kind of the same thing, but with a little different twist for earrings. So I'm going to pull this one down here probably, and then we can get into this gorgeousness. Actually, if you wouldn't mind pulling a 166, a P166, it's going to be bottom shelf, GF bottom shelf. I know I'm making you go all the way down there. Sorry. I forgot to grab a Dragonfly, which we need that.
That's my favorite piece.
Right?
There you go.
Thank you. So we also have this Dragonfly available for sale too. I'm going to pop that cart number up very quickly. So cart 104, 4 pieces for $19 for the natural brass Dragonfly. This piece I use all the time. All the stinking time. Super pretty. There's the front. Here's the back. Very detailed. And it's super beautiful. Super beautiful. All right. Let's do this side. I'm going to pull these up here a little bit. And then we're going to get into a little bit of painting. Okay? I know you guys have had some concerns, but I have come up with some color combinations that I think you guys will really, really love.
Is it Michelle new too?
Yes, Lisa. Michelle Dawn. Hi, it's first time seeing your name too, I believe. We're going to bring out some moonstone. Ultimate Paint. And then we're going to bring out some Mountain Stream Stain. And then I need my beautiful silicone mat. I'm going to put this kind of off to the side here. I need to move my mouse though. Oops, so I have enough room to show you guys everything here. Alright, I'm going to scoot this, and we're going to put the mat underneath. Alright, since I know this was the fan favorite, we're going to be starting with the Dragonfly bracelet today. And then we'll do these other two pieces shortly afterwards. Okay, so we're going to get some moonstone and shake it up. And make sure you have your Mountain Stream Stain, which is also considered, it would be verdigris in the paint form. So put a little bit of moonstone down. Probably a little bit more, actually. Just a tiny bit more. There we go. That's pretty good. Shaking up my Mountain Stream. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Doot, doot, doot. Just a tiny bit here. And then I need to grab a brush. I'm going to use a bristle brush for this. Dry it off with a paper towel here. That one might not be the best one to use. Hold on.
You need me to get you a new brush.
No, I know I have it in here. It's just happened to find it. I'm going to use this one. That's a good one. I'm going to dry it off so we don't pick up a lot of that water, because the stain's already opaque, or less opaque than that. I'm going to mix those together. That's approximately the color that I'm going for. So since I'm using a bigger brush, I need to use a little bit more paint. Oh, no problem, Michelle. I'm glad that you were able to catch us today. We'll learn some cool techniques here. So moonstone with some of that Mountain Stream. I'm going to add just a little bit more because I want it just a little bit more blue. Ooh, yep, that's the color I'm looking for. And then we're going to paint this piece here quickly. I wanted that nice, beautiful light blue to kind of match this iridescent, like pearly look that I did on the Dragonfly. You too. You too, Michelle. All right. Get that in there nice and good. That was like the perfect amount of paint for this one piece. You could go a little bit more blue if you wanted, but I like it subtle. And then I'm going to take my heat gun out so it speeds up the drying process here. Be careful when you're handling your metal after using the heat gun because it can get pretty hot. It might be your phone, Lynn. If it's looking a little dark, it's pretty lit over here. It looks pretty bright on mine, so maybe if you adjust the brightness setting on your phone, it should help. Alright, and then I wanted to kind of match that, so I need a little bit of moonstone here for this pearly look for the Dragonfly. Guess who didn't paint their pieces prior to making that bracelet? Me. But guess who learned her lesson and is painting prior to making the bracelet? Also me. Alright. And then I need some of this, not iridescent green. Where's my... Need some sandstone here. It's pale tan in the antique color. No problem, Lynn. A little drop of that to bring out the warmth. And then I was going to grab, not white, not Eerie Green, maybe aqua. Let's do some Eerie Violet. Maybe we'll do a little bit of some violet tone. Because my gold might actually be there. Nope, that's Eerie Blue. So we'll go Eerie Violet to kind of change the tone a little bit. But it's good that we have that pale tan in there. This Eerie Violet color is insane. Right, Peggy? Alright, I'm going to dunk my brush so I don't carry over that blue. We're going to do the same thing for the Dragonfly. We're going to mix these colors, see if it's the tone we're looking for, and then we'll paint that Dragonfly. Get our brush nice and dry, though. Mix that up. I'm liking the Eerie, but I think I need some more Moonstone in here. Because we do need to use more paint for the bigger bristle brush. Mix it up a little bit more. That's looking pretty good. Now you guys know that Dragonfly wings are iridescent colors, so that's why we're using some of that Moonstone. And then that iridescent, whatever you want it to be, whether it's iridescent violet, iridescent gold, iridescent green, Eerie blue, so on and so forth. We do have a lot of different iridescent colors. Eerie peach has got to be one of my favorites, my personal favorites, but the iridescent violet's super pretty. And I don't want to do a heavy coat on this. I just want it to look as if it's shining when the light hits the different parts of the wings. That's looking pretty good. And we'll quickly dry this again. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Beautiful. Then I'm going to take my relief block here, one from Vintage, and I'm going to lighten up some of these high points to break up the paint just a little bit, but to also give it a tiny bit more dimension. Loving it. It's got that nice, shiny, eerie feel to it. Me too, Christine. The iridescent peach is so good. Okay, we need to roll in this end here. So I'm going to use my round nose pliers, these beautiful things. And I'm going to take the edge here pretty dang close to the plier handles, and I'm going to start to roll. So this is going to give me a nice connection point for my jump ring, and I want to roll it just a bit more. That's looking pretty good. I'll move my hand there so you guys can see the hole size approximate. But that's looking pretty dang good there. And then I do need to add a hole punch to this small circle there on the end. So I'm going to take my hole punch pliers, and I'm going to punch that front to back, right in that little hole. Me too, Michelle. They're all gorgeous. Lovely. Oh, is your Mountain Dew too? Love it. This one you can generally get your bracelet curve just by slightly bending with your fingers, as it is a nice flexible piece. Alright, now I need to come in and take my Dragonfly and kind of line it up. But I want this hole here on my mythical wing. I want that to sit right in between the Dragonfly wings. So that way you can see it and you can hook your jump ring and chain to the other side. So I'm lining it up, kind of seeing where my dragonfly is laying. I'm going to push it up just a little bit. I'm going to still make sure that you can see that hole. And then my dragonfly head is coming right off the top of this high rounded point. Looking good. Because then this part of the tail is going to end up wrapping into this whole loop that we have made. Because, so Peggy, the different sides are different grits. That's why they're different colors. But also, it could be because I use one side. If you're not talking about the new ones, if you're talking about the used ones, sometimes I use one side more than I use a different side. So you can kind of tell which sides I use the most, but that's generally what it is. And then I want my hole punch for my dragonfly to come through, because we need to rivet this together. You guys can see the rivet on the back, but we did cover the rivet with a jewel this time, which seems to be kind of the thing. Been doing that more and more. Curious if that's about where I had it. Yes, ma'am. So this floral part right here, this floral mark is where I'm going to make my rivet hole punch. And then I'll line up the dragonfly as well. So I'm going to punch there. The new one, yes. The new ones are different shades of colors because they're different grits on each of them. Looking beautiful. So if you guys need to take a screenshot of this or something, so you guys know where to punch your holes, be my guest. I want to see kind of about where I hit it on this other one. Looks to be right above the tail here, like right in this midsection area. So I am going to punch probably right about there. Which you can line up your dragonfly and punch from the back to get it more exact. And shift it just a little bit. Alright.
Adrian loves the crystal. Adrian from YouTube.
Good, Adrian, I'm glad. So there, you guys can see that you can see through both pieces with that hole, and then I still have my hole exposed here for my chain. I'm brand new to this. What tool are you using to punch the hole? So this is one of the vintage hole punches that either Uncle Doug or Aunt Jean can link in the comments for you. But they are all over, or a majority of our tools are this really pretty teal color. And then some of our heavier duty tools, like our larger tools, our specialty tools, are this really pretty brown color. But they can link that there in the comments for you. Alright, so we need to grab a rivet. I use, if I can grab it here. It's in my little clasp bin. It's so funny when Kieran leaves.
Whoa.
Because I can hear him every time. I'm like, oh, Kieran's leaving work. I can hear his car. Oh, good. I'm glad. Okay, so we need to grab our rubber dampening block here. And we need to put our rivet up.
Looks like we need to do some purchasing. We got that pliers out.
Oh, so we're out of the hole punch now?
Get some of those.
Yep, I need to order some spools too. I usually start my ordering early in the week because I don't get much time with like the designing and whatnot. Closer to the end of the week.
I'm going to show the drill down punch as well.
Okay. Uncle Doug's also linking this screw down hole punch. It's at like the bottom of my candle jar here. He is also linking, this hole punch. So it's a screw down hole punch, which really helps with those thicker pieces. And there's 2 different sizes.
And there's a beginner toolkit, which has the relieving block. the shears, a couple of chain pliers.
I'm going to use my little hammer for riveting. All right, that's looking good. So I'm just going to hold down my piece while I rivet this down. It's a really good size. You don't need to cut the rivet down for this specifically. You know, Peggy loves those. Peggy loves the hammer noises. But it's growing on me now. It's been a minute since I've muted my hammering.
Yeah.
It's been a long minute, actually.
Well, that's a light hammer. That's a light one.
Yes. All right, we're looking pretty good here. So now we are dished together. Love it. And then we have that exposure, so I'm just going to move it just a tiny bit so I can see my hole there too. All right, we're looking good so far. Let's take a peek again. So I have an existing hole here, which you can just hang one bead if you wanted to, but I wanted to do it on both. So I did add an additional hole punch on this wing. So I'm going to do that back to front, kind of in that same placement as the other hole. Yes, all of last week's sales have been shipped. I think they were shipped yesterday afternoon, the last of them.
The last ones, yeah.
Yes. It was you, your cousin, and her mom. Oh, that was probably Jean and Ains when I hopped in for one of their lives. I love that you remember that. Okay, so we have our additional hole punch there at the bottom now, which is where I hung these two cute bicone beads that we just made little wrap loops out of. So I won't demo that, but I will put a tiny bit of gel Loctite to this rivet here, just to the top of it, just a little bit, because I want to put my crystal on, and I'm gonna do I like the way that the green looks like this with this? No, we're gonna do crystal. I want the crystal. I want cool tone because the rest of this is cool toned. So we're going to put that right on top of our rivet there. Nice and centered. And then that will need to dry. Loctite dries pretty quick, which I love. So we'll let that dry, and as that's drying, take your chain nose pliers here. Grab one side of your wings and clamp it down, both sides, your mythical wing and your dragonfly, and then grab the other side and just slightly bend. I mean, ever so slightly. This will make sure that your wings are pretty dang close to the piece itself, that mythical wing underneath. So then you have a really beautiful bracelet curve to that. And then you add some jump rings. This one I believe is JR60, but don't quote me on that. This is always one that I forget. But this is CH0012 chain, available on the retail site. Super cute. And then that goes right there. And then you finish off the rest of your bracelet however you want. I just said it, Peggy. That's so funny. I didn't even see your comment yet. And then so CH0012 is the chain. All right. Remember, we have a lot of giveaway things to do today. Not to mention, if you spend a minimum of $100 on the retail site, or not retail site, on the live shop site, you get free little goodies. It could be something that I made like this. during one of the lives. It could be like a little collection of charms, so on and so forth. So if you spend over $100, you always get a free gift. If you are a new customer and have not purchased on vintagelifeshop.com, if you spend $75, you get a free bead mat. You might as well spend $100 at that point, because then you get a free bead mat and a free gift, and then it goes up every $100 after that. So if you spend $200, $300, $400, then it's 2 gifts, 3 gifts, 4 gifts, so on and so forth. And then we have trivia to do during the live today, and then we have that big loot giveaway at the end. So stay tuned and make sure you get all your little goodies, because I do little handwritten "The Warehouse loves you" little notes with your gifts too. I might curve the tail in and arc it down. Yes. So in this one, the tail is coming underneath and wraps into the hole where our jump ring's at. So you don't have to leave the tail. We did wrap it. So you take the end of the tail here with your chain nose. Make sure you can see it. Pull it down. Well, I would hold the middle of your piece while you're adjusting the tail in. And you're just going to pull it in and kind of just shove it in there. I don't want to like use that word like just shove it in there, but you're just going to bend it into the hole. It's a really easy piece to bend. There you go. Curvy curve. I have received some amazing free gifts, says Monica. I'm glad. I think you could create versions of this 3 chains on one side. So are you thinking, Lisa, I have my little chain cuts. These aren't thicker chain cuts, but would you do the 3 on this side where the big jump ring's at, and then 1 or 2 on the other side? 1, 2, 3. This is thinner chain, I know, but this could be at least a similar thought. Could do thicker chain too, but these are the chain cuts that I have on hand right now. Like that. Pull them in a little bit. There you go. Something like that. Of course, Susan. All right. Let's pull that down. Quilting Dog Mama from YouTube. Hello, that was Nancy. She's so cute. I say that all the time. She's just the cutest. All right. So, if you don't have any other questions for this one, I will move on to the other dragonfly, or not the other mythical wing. And then after that, with the mythical wing, then I think trivia.
We needed some trivia because I got 4 today.
We will have, yes.
Plenty?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, so let's do the other mythical wing here. The dragonfly is so easy, but it's just amazing. It looks so good. It's like, this is definitely one of my favorite, and it will be coming home with me.
Sorry, Nancy.
Yeah. Oh, and Nancy, I can make you one. Just let me know. It would be a gorgeous pendant too. 3 on the other side, and then slide it through the roll. Oh, good point, Lisa. I'm liking that. I wish I had a little bit more thicker chain so I could kind of do that for you, but let's move on to this. So I do have, of course, I didn't grab a couple more of those either, but I need to. I don't know why I paused like that. I hate it when my face pauses on such a rotten facial expression. Check DIY for my dragonfly pendant wrapped around a lady's handwriting. Ooh, send it to me, Lisa. Okay. Bear with me. I need to grab this piece, actually, which it's not in here. It's in the other room. On FA.
What is it?
On FA, there's this. Oh, Kieran left. I'll just go grab it quick. We might as well just do a trivia before I start this one then. Do you want to hand me a trivia?
I didn't know it said seed beads in it. I hope I can get them off of there.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, you guys, we're going to do a trivia quick while I run and grab this other solid brass leaf, because I do know exactly where it's at.
Let everybody know how this works.
So, the first person to get the answer correct will...
As we see it on our feed.
Yes, as we see it on our feed, you will win this cute little giveaway. And to claim it, you just have to have an open order with VintageLifeShop.com, and we'll ship it to you for free. Alright. There we go. You're going to have to keep an eye on the comments.
Mm-hmm.
Michelle, what kind of Mountain Dew is that? I'm glad you asked. It's Voltage Raspberry. It's new.
And
it's so good. Yes, Aunt Nancy did get it for me. It's so good. All right. Before I run out, the Color Bar Experience is an in-store offering of what jeweler whose namesake founder started it out of her Austin home in 2002.
Before you were born.
That was after I was born. I was born in 99.
See, I wasn't that far off.
Not that far off, but I think that might be 2001, 2000. Oh, I think Kieran was 2001, and I think Carson was 2003. All right. No, you guys have not gotten it yet. All right, I'm running out for a sec.
Keep your guesses coming. Looks like Monica.
What?
Monica again.
You are so good at trivia, Monica. Good job. Kendra Scott. Remember, you can only win one trivia alive. And only one big loop every 6 months or so.
I'm running out of doodles for Monica. She's like...
I really like the harmonica one.
I know, I can't use it more than once.
Alright, so. That was really good, Monica. I'm going to pop up your comment here. So, you know that we got that. Alright, this leaf pack that I'm bringing up next is what we used in these two gorgeous pieces. And I'm going to avoid my painted background here for a minute, because we aren't painting this one, we're just demoing this one. So you want to have a pretty background for you guys to look at. Okay, so these leaves are pre-dapped, which they're super duper cute. I'll put this somewhere up there. There we go. Looking good, looking good. Okay, I'm gonna move this mat over there. Alright. So. Oh good, she loves her giveaway. I'm glad. So this is a solid brass leaf. It is very textured. It's got that really cool, like, in dap and then the out dap. Here's the back side. So you could do it flipped if you wanted to. Oh, no problem, Lynn. Maybe catch the next trivia then. Okay. So, this one is the same concept, just with a rolled end. So just, if you want to make it like this, just know that the end is rolled on this one. Let's get into this beautiful one. I am going to pop up the Mythical Wing pack again, because we are using that again. So if you want the Mythical Wing, cart 103, and then if you want to see past projects using this piece or using any of the pieces, if you visit VintageLifeShop.com, I want to say maybe 6 months ago, I started keeping all of the photos that I've used with that piece in there and just kept adding photos. So you guys have a lot of, inspiration to go from. What color are the crystals for the Dragonfly bracelet? They're very...
It's supposed to be
a moose.
It's supposed to be bold.
I love it. They're it's like a brown topaz. Like a smoked topaz color is what I used on this one. On the bracelet there. Alright, Monica, here's your doodle. It's so cute. It's a moose.
It's supposed to be Bullwinkle.
It's supposed to be what?
Bullwinkle.
Bull?
Bullwinkle.
Oh, the swing rolled
Monica
and used
will
as
know
a
who Bullwinkle is
nail
if you
would be
don't.
cool.
If
Yes.
you don't, Monica does.
Yeah, no, Monica would. I probably would not.
She would know who Bullwinkle is.
I needed this little pick-me-up today more than I can say. Well, what can we do to make Monica feel better? Let's break out into song. No, I'm not. But I'm sure you'll feel better after the live for sure. I really like that you have images of how the items can be used. A lot of what I've purchased has been based on what you make. Thanks, Christine. I will take that as one of the most amazing compliments I have ever received. I love it. Okay, I wondered if they were orange or brown, so thank you. You're welcome, Michelle. All right. Getting into this beautiful business here, we're going to use that same top corner there to hole punch again. Sorry, I'm moving around a little bit. There we go. Focus, focus, focus. So I'm going to punch that front to back. Line up my hole punch there. Punch her. Punch her. Don't punch her. There we go. I love Rocky and Bullwinkle, says Chris.
There you go. Watch me pull this rabbit out of my hat.
Peggy said you've been practicing your doodling. You guys.
How about Boris
make
and
me
Natasha?
laugh.
Boris and Natasha.
I don't
Do you remember them?
Mm-mm.
They're in Bullwinkle. They're the evil villains.
Interesting.
Rocky was a squirrel.
Oh.
Bullwinkle was his companion.
Squirrel's companion.
Well, no, I mean.
But it was a moose? Bullwinkle was a...
Yeah, it's
okay.
It's cartoon.
Okay.
Cartoon in maybe
Sure.
the 60s.
That makes sense.
Decades before your parents even thought about it.
Sure. Oh, my parents didn't even didn't even let me watch cartoons. For a while there, we didn't even have TV. Like, at all. We could, so we would order Netflix, but instead of it being like the streaming, it was before they could stream it, we would get those Netflix discs in the mail. Oh, man. Some of the kids would take those out and scratch them, and they're like, don't scratch these! Like, yes. We have to return them.
Chris Jones remembers Snidely Whiplash, and, was it Guinevere? Gwen? Huh. He always tied her to the railroad tracks?
Sure.
That's Dudley Do-Right, a Canadian Mountie. Dudley Do-Right and
That's
Snidely
cute.
Whiplash. That's good.
Monica goes, Corey, and your homework for this week is to find this cartoon and watch a couple episodes.
Yeah, and Dudley Do-Right.
Okay, Uncle Doug, you'll have to make sure to text me to remind me what it's called. All I'm going to remember is probably Bullwinkle.
Bullwinkle and well, that's all you'll need.
Okay. So, for this eyelet that I'm using, it is a solid brass eyelet. It's a little bit larger. So what I'm doing is I'm taking this bead awl here and I'm working my mythical wing down the bead awl, which is making the hole size larger. So I can fit my eyelet through there. So I'm going to do that just a little bit more here, I'm thinking. Yeah, that's how I felt growing up. Ooh, okay, I love Supernatural. Michelle, it's funny that you brought that up. Alright, so we extended that hole. Then I need to hammer this beautiful thing. So to make it quick and easy, this is where the big hammer comes in, our big 8-ounce hammer. So we have a 4-ounce hammer and an 8-ounce hammer. We're using the big hammer. I'm going to flip it, hammer it just a little bit more, make sure I cover all my edges. And then here's the difference between the 4-ounce and the 8-ounce. Alright. So now that that is flat, we also need to extend this hole. So I'm going to bring this down a little bit. So we're going to use our bead awl to extend the hole. I recommend taking 2 of your fingers on either side of the point pin there. And then working it in. Just working it, working it, working it. until you have a large enough hole. And I will go like this to see if it's quite large enough, and we are almost there. So I'm just going to work it a little bit more. Ooh, maybe, Lisa. I haven't even tried that. I know that from viewing a lot of different jewelry making groups and answering tons of questions, you would be surprised that there's a ton of people that don't know what a bead awl is and how it functions. But whenever I suggest it and tell them like how it works or send them a video of it, they're always just like, oh my gosh, I need to get one. Because they're so cheap and they're so useful. So do it. Just get one. We're pretty dang close there. Oh, just a little bit more. But you guys can see how it's stretching my hole. Just a little bit more. Oh, you're so cute, Michelle. She goes, I remember you said that, and since I'm also a Supernatural fan, I made note of that to use later with you. Smart, smart girl you are. Alright, this should... we're right there. I want to make sure that we need to maybe do this one a little bit more, too. Just a tiny bit. The screw down hole punch does have two different sizes. And do you know what sizes those are by chance? I think it might be like a 2 millimeter.
Let me see if it says on the tool itself.
Okay. Uncle Doug's going to take a peek at that.
Oh, it's 1.5 and 2.
1.5 millimeters, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 millimeter. Which I believe... Ooh, Decar from Texas. Nice. Sometimes I get the comments, the YouTube ones coming across.
Yeah, we have Gabrielle and Adrian also.
Oh, good.
Made themselves known.
Nice. Well, I'm glad you guys are watching from YouTube. All right, we're almost... I know I got my leaf on my eyelet, and I want my fancy side to my eyelet poking out. So that's why we're putting the leaf on first. All right, just a little bit more on this mythical wing here. Ooh, you've had one for years, but you've showed us so many more uses for it. Yes.
So the handheld one, it might come with an interchangeable tip. I can't remember.
It does, but it's not interchangeable. It's a replacement tip.
Well, that's kind of what I mean. So it's
the
same size,
though? Get
out
of here.
It's the same size, though? So,
yes.
All right. So that's 1.5. So when you get the screw down punch, you get a 1.5 and 2.
Okay. All right, we're in there. We're locked and we're loaded, so that's good. Both of them fit on the eyelet. And I will actually measure this eyelet because I'm not sure that would... Let's see here. So the eyelets are actually 2.5 millimeters, or just over 2.5 millimeters. So even if you use the screw down hole punch, you will still need to extend your hole. All right, now I'm coming in with a little bit of a bigger hammer here.
Hammer time.
Hammer time. I'm going to go from the rounded side, and I'm going to put this eyelet down. The reason why I'm using an eyelet and not a rivet is because I want to be able to thread a jump ring through this eyelet, and you can't do that when it's a rivet. See? You can see through the hole, and it's not just riveted closed. So that's looking spectacular so far. I'm just going to shift it just a little bit. Nice, nice. And then to attach our wire here, I used 28 gauge natural brass colored wire. No, I have definitely done that too, Michelle. You just, when you're using the awl, just work it more slow. I know it might be a little bit more tedious, but if you work it more slow, your chances of breaking said thing are less. All right, so for the wire here, I know it's a little bit hard to see because I am using natural brass kind of on top of that natural brass color, but I'm going to thread it onto my little stem here.
Jean thinks that the 2mm hole fits the tube rivet with head. If we have a tube rivet with head, she thinks it fits up. Possible, huh?
The tube rivet tube part is 2.5 millimeters. The head is like 3 millimeters. So you can use it, but you will have to ultimately use the bead awl. You will have to use the bead awl regardless. For these eyelets, and it's same with the antique bronze plated version too. I just used a caliper on them. All right, so I'm going to take this end, my shorter end of my wire here. Me too, Michelle. Patience is truly a virtue. And I'm going up and around the stem a few times here to get a nice secure wrap. And then I'm going to kind of pinch it together and slide it down just a little bit. I don't need that much extra, so I'm going to clip off. Ooh, there we go. I'm going to clip off some of this extra portion here. So I don't need that. I'm going to flatten down my tail on that end. And then I'm going to scrunch my wire down a little bit. So then it's really, because it's skinnier up here than it is down here. So that's why I wrap my wire up here and then push it down a little bit. Here we go. Then you take your flower. Careful you don't lose your flower, especially if you only have one more of that stinking color. Made me so upset. And I'm going to string that on, and I'm going to come in between two of the petals here. The yellow is a little harder to see on top of the brass, and I do apologize for that. But as I'm holding my flower here, I'm going to wrap my wire in a circle around the flower. So I'm going to see if I can like hold it here and kind of show you. There we go. Just wrapping it around my flower here. This will give it a nice, secure tension. Looking good. I'm going to wrap one time underneath my stem. I'm going to do it another time to kind of finish out these loops down here on the bottom. Probably do it one more time. There we go. We'll clip off the rest of it. And I'm going to fold my flower. Looking good. Looking good. I'll probably move this just a little bit over. There we go. So then you have your flowers, and then you string your jump rings through your hole.
Did you say 28 gauge on the wire when you were doing
Yes.
that? And that's the natural brass colored?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know TSP number?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
We might not even have it on the website.
Okay, 28.
Oh, Karen's right. I wonder. You're so smart, Karen. I'm going to use a little bit of this bright green. Hold on. Of course you say that after. Hold on. Oh, I'll do it on the other yellow one that I have. Okay, if I mess this up, I'm gonna be mad that I have to find another yellow bead, you guys. I'm just gonna do this on the paper towel here. Oh, you're super smart. Look at, that's gorgeous. Hold on. I know you guys couldn't see me painting it, but just wait. Let me dry it. I need to set it up right. Let's scoot this over just a little bit. And see if I can hold it while I dry it here. Oh, okay, maybe not. It just ran away from me. Hold on. Goodness. I don't know how I'm going to keep that stationary there. Ooh, I have an idea. I'm going to take my bead awl, stick it in the center so it doesn't flop all over the place. Ooh, such a good idea. Sorry, it's hard to see. There we go.
So we've got up to 24 gauge, and I think 24 gauge would probably be close enough for what you've done.
For sure. Okay, let's see what our painted bead comes out to. From yellow to bright green. Ooh, Karen. That was such a good idea. That's stunning. I love that way more than just the plain yellow. So on this one, we potentially are.
Doesn't show it online, so I'll go take a look.
So this was this bright yellow color, and now it's really pretty with the green. There you go. Super fun. Good idea, Karen. And then since you do have that opening, I'll repeat it one more time. You thread your jump rings through our eyelet and then connect to an ear wire and you're donezo. Donezo. Alright, I need to bring my... I wonder if my chair will come up anymore. I think this is one of this is one of my sinking chairs.
The piston goes pss, pss, pss.
Yep.
You can
I just slowly get smaller throughout the live. Now I don't have to search for new beads. I can just paint the ones I don't like the original color of. Yes, ma'am. We love it. All right, I'm going to bring you back to these leaves one more time. 8 pieces for $20, cart $105 for the solid brass leaves. You hammer those. Make your holes bigger with your bead awls. Eyelet down and thread jump rings through, and then wrap your little cutesy flower on it. I really love this flower. There we go. I really love this flower, but I couldn't find any more of them. But I think this one's super stunning too. So, cutesy, cutesy, cutesy. Lovely, lovely, lovely. We'll pull these off because that completes our mythical wing set. I'll actually put these up here so you guys can see just a few of those. Oh. Do you guys remember when, I don't have it photographed on the website, but do you remember when I used these mythical wings? They were solid brass, but you can do natural brass. And I had them like this, I believe. And then in the middle here, I did that really pretty clear crystal Swarovski heart in the center. Maybe next week I'll do a heart crystal pack, bring that design back out so you guys can see it. Because, I mean, there's so many different ways. I've used it like this and punched holes on either side to make one big, beautiful necklace focal. Which I do have it over there, but I don't want to grab it. But I do remember that I used those Swarovski heart crystals for some of these too that I might have to bring back out next week. Looking good. Amazing. All right, we'll take that down. And since we already did a trivia, we'll wait to do one of those for a minute. Push those off to the side. We'll do one right after this part, I think. All right, so I'm popping up our feather pack next. Okay, cool. I will definitely do that then. Okay. They're like, yes, that was beautiful. Do it. Okay, cool. I mean, the Swarovski crystal hearts are stunning. They're so beautiful, and it's cool because they're beads, so they have that hole that goes all the way through them. Okay, everybody is saying yes. All right, hold on. Since you're saying yes, I have to bring out at least one. Oh, I found it. I'll bring them both. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've moved some jewelry around in here to kind of make it easier to find some things. Okay. I'll put this one on too while I'm demoing the rest of it. Okay. So this one is the other one that I have photographed on the shop right now. So that's the one large focal, and it's put together by a rivet right there, and then that was painted. And then this one is the Swarovski heart crystal one, which I really do love it. So I had, here we go. This is the necklace, and the brass pieces come up like that with that Swarovski heart crystal there in the center. I'm gonna put it on. Because I just gotta. Is that my next trivia?
Yup.
Amazing.
Spill.
And it's a beautiful choker necklace.
Oh, that's cool in the middle, yeah.
Yes. Love it. Alright, she's staying on. She is staying on. Okay. So, I'm glad that I was able to show you guys what those look like so you guys can make sure, Corian, you look like it's still summer in Galena. So, it's
warm.
funny. Today, it's 80 degrees. Next week and this weekend, I think it's supposed to be like 50 degrees. So, we got our second summer this week.
Second Indian summer. Yeah.
Yep. So, I mean, this is the last time I'm probably wearing shorts this year. I was telling Uncle Doug that earlier today. I was like, I don't know if I'll be wearing shorts anymore, but I had to today because it's going to be 80 degrees. But then next week, it drops down to 50. So, no thanks. No thank you. All right. So, our feather pack, it is a base metal of pewter. It is plated in sterling silver antique. And then it's got some Victorian gold, which has been pre-painted on the beads for you already. So it's pre-painted, it is plated in base metal pewter. And then I did these cutesy little things here, and then let me pop up these beads. These are insane. I love these. I want to make just a whole bracelet necklace out of these, but I don't have enough, so I wasn't able to do that. This is probably an item that won't be coming back either, so make sure you grab them while you can. These are also base metal pewter. These are plated copper verdigris. Antique copper verdigris plated. Stunning. Verdigris and copper. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. But it's got that really pretty bordered texture, and then it's got the plating that just accents all that design. Love it, love it, love it. So, for the ring bead pack, you get 12 pieces for $20, which is really good. Cart 107, and then I am going to bring up this feather pack one more time. So, the feather pack, once again, plated antique sterling silver. And then it has the beads down the center pre-painted for you with Victorian gold paint. So don't even have to worry about painting it if you don't want to. And then these are cart 106. 5 pieces for $20. You need more things with verdigris. I know. 20s? Monica? No. Lynn? 34? Get out of here. I will say, it does get really cold here at night, so I open all my windows and I run the fan by the window so it blows all that cold air in, and I haven't put the AC in on my house for like a month now. Gross. I just let the nighttime cool the house down. It warms up once I close all the windows in the morning and come to work, and then I come back home and open them back up because it's colder than inside my house, typically outside is. So, all right, let's bring up that ring bead pack one more time. I used CH85 chain, that's natural brass chain, also available on the retail site. And all I did was put this one in, put this on the chain, slid it right through the loop, and then put one bead on one side of the chain, one bead on the other. This is one of those necklaces that you kind of have to see on, unfortunately, because it doesn't photograph the best, but when you guys see this later, because we always do a look at the end of what everything looks like on, but as a choker, I wonder if you guys can see that. Oh, it's a little hard to see. The beads line straight with the feather, and it's just adorable. And I can't wait to show you guys what it looks like layered with the other big necklace, because it's really pretty. AC gone since the end of August. That's what I like to hear. I don't like paying for AC because it's so expensive. So expensive.
And the only benefit is, when it's like this, if it's humid, the
right.
AC is going to pull that humidity out.
Yeah.
But otherwise,
that's true.
It feels good to have those night windows open.
Mm-hmm. For sure. So this one's just easy, sliding your charms and beads onto a necklace, and you're done, basically. And this one's pre-finished, so I believe I could actually, there we go. So I had a pre-finished necklace. I did have to take off the jump ring for the feather, but these other beads, you can really kind of just wiggle the jump ring through, and then it fits through. And if you're afraid that they're gonna fall off, you can always use a bigger jump ring there at the end to avoid that. Me too, Lynn. They're super cute. Oh, I'm not seeing the cart. So for the feathers are cart 106. So I did notice watching the replay that I think the cart number cuts off on mobile. So I'm going to end up dropping this cart thing down a little bit so you guys are able to see the feathers. So cart 106 is for the feathers. Cart 107 is for the antique copper verdigris plated ring bead pack. So let me know if you guys have any other questions on those. Otherwise, we're going to hop into a trivia, because that's all just simple sliding your things on chain and complete. All right, let's do a giveaway here. Pop it back up. I can take a sip of my pop too. I find that the trivia giveaway time is a really good time to do that, actually. So we're doing a nice big blank pack. Blanks are really great for experimenting with your paints on. I really do like them. So you can always never have enough. You can never have enough. There we go. That's probably my favorite. I love this one. Okay, whoever gets this one has to buy a Dragonfly pack, which I don't have extras of, but I think that would look stunning wrapped on this big leaf. Okay. I'm going to come in just a little bit more so we can see the trivia. All right. Also, the name of Swarthmore College's sports teams. What deep red silicate mineral is the birthstone for January? The mineral is a homophone with a basketballer turned actor. Yeah, it looks like Joanne got that one. Joanne, super quick, I think the January birthstone kind of gave it away, and then Kathy was immediately after Joanne. And then Connie right after Kathy. All of our per use trivia gals. You guys are so good. You might want to refresh your page. All of you. So you guys can see. I'm hoping that you guys are seeing the question at the same time. But good job, Joanne. But they do have, you do have to have a purchase on vintageliveshop.com to claim it. So good job. I'm going to pop up Joanne's comment before I forget. Joanne is my Dubuque twin. I'm a big fan of Joanne. All right. Hi, Kimmy. You're popping in late. Well, girl, you missed this, so you're gonna have to watch the replay. Don't forget, because you're gonna want to see this. But it's good to have you here, even if you're a little late. And I forgot to take a sip of my pop during trivia. So, of course, let's actually take in these, though, because this one's also another super simple one. But then I'll be able to take a sip of my pop. But I want to be able to give you guys something to look at. Something cute. These are Fern earrings. They're so light and so pretty. So, you guys can see that I've connected all of these ferns together. And I put 3 of these really beautiful chiton flatbacks and glued those on. Now, you can use it this way and glue chitons on all of these little open circles and have multiple, but I thought it would be cute if they all joined there in the middle. So let's do that. I'm going to take our chain nose pliers, and let me pop this up too before I forget. Fern pack, 10 pieces for $20. Cart 108 to buy. 108. And these are super duper light. Okay. I'm going to pull from my loop, my inside loop. Can you read the question before seeing it? If on mobile phone it's difficult to read the question. Yeah, I can do that, Connie. All right. I'm going to pull this in to about the center there. You will notice it'll pull the side a little bit, but that's okay. Yes. I've seen people wire wrap the bicone beads on here on these little open loops. But I am a big fan of just seeing no wire and some glue. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Looks like all of our loops there in the center are meeting. We're going to do another eyelet. Another eyelet because these are larger holes. So I came in with a warm bronze eyelet. You don't need to extend the holes for these because they're plenty large enough to fit our eyelet through. Jazz fingers, looking for my bench block. Okay. Oh, that's a good one. I know exactly where this is at. Yes. Joanne, do you recognize this? I do. I do recognize that. They call it something funny, but I won't say it online. I'll tell you after the live.
But isn't it like a monument to Julian Dubuque or something like that?
Yeah.
It's at Mines of Spain.
It's pretty close. Yeah. I'll tell you after the live, though.
Oh, thank you.
Yep. Okay. So, after pulling those in, I'm going to use the rounded side of my hammer here and smush my eyelet down. But I'm working it slow and lightly at first until I can see that the eyelet is mushrooming over. And then I go in a little bit harder. Now, the reason why I'm using an eyelet for this one is because to make sure that the crystal stays there in the center, I do resin from the back too. So we'll go over that here in a minute. That's looking pretty good. And then I use the green crystals, so I will pull those. I have them sitting on my little cart here. Oh, am I missing a green crystal? Did I leave one up here? Okay, well maybe we might be doing two green crystals and a clear crystal because I don't know where my other crystal is. We will do 2 green down here, potentially. Let's see what it looks like. So before I glue my crystals down, I always kind of set them over top of where they're going to end up being, just to make sure that I like the look before I end up 100% gluing them down. But I have 2 green crystals, so I'm going to pop those on the bottom. This will tell me if I'm okay with using 1 clear crystal, and nope, Corianne needs a green crystal. Because Uncle Doug wants to go into my office since I'm missing a green crystal. You know those crystal stack tubey things that's going to be by my desktop?
Those that look like you packed them up yourself?
Yeah. It's like
your scoopers.
My tall cylinder.
Your cylinders, both of them?
Just the one with the green. The green on top, I think it is.
On the very top? This is more like an aqua green.
Yeah. I think that's the one.
This looks like the Mines of Spain here.
The Mines of Spain is beautiful, especially now.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. This is how I've been storing my little tiny flat back crystals and things. Somebody was just asking on a Galena page. Oh, Joanne said she knows where it's at. So they said, what's the best road to take to see the fall colors? And I said, do the loop. Because they're from Galena, so I said, take Blackjack, go through Hanover to Savannah, cross the bridge over to Sebula, go through Bellevue, hit Dubuque, and then back home to Galena. Gorgeous, because then you see both sides of the river, and it's...
And you might catch a lot of bald eagles, depending on the season, too.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Down by Sebula, there's tons of bald eagles.
There's tons in Dubuque, too. And there's tons of pelicans in Sebula, too.
That's true, there are the pelicans.
There's a ton. Did you know that Dad didn't know that pelicans existed here until he started dating Mom?
I really didn't know until I was flying airplanes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're scary. Because you get a flock comes up out of nowhere.
Oh, goodness.
And they're very dangerous.
Yeah, they're huge.
Yeah, they are huge.
They're big birds.
They hit your window in a small plane, you're in trouble.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah, Dad didn't know that they lived here. And he's like, he said something to Mom, like, what are those? Or Mom's like, oh, those are pelicans. And Dad's like, pelicans don't live here, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, yeah? Come here, look. And he's like, oh, pelicans do live here. They're massive. I would say
that more in recent years, they've come up the river farther up into Dubuque.
Oh, yes.
The flocks circling.
Yes.
And,
Yes, there have been a bunch in Dubuque, too. But there's always just so many in Sebula.
They have those 2 lakes down
there,
river lakes.
Mm-hmm. Yuppers. All right. I'm going to take this other flat back. And I took my gel glue because the gel is less... What's the word I'm looking for?
Viscous?
Like it's not...
Doesn't flow as much?
Doesn't flow, yeah. Doesn't flow as much. It kind of just sits there because it's the gel and it makes gluing crystals to open work a lot easier. So there we are at that point. And then once your crystals end up drying, I flip it over to the other side and then I put a dab of resin on each of these holes here on the back where my crystals have been glued. And then that just gives you a little extra security. Because we don't love it when our sequins start falling off. So why not work ahead of the deal and make sure that they won't fall off by adding just a little bit of resin? Duh, he's so smart. But, you know, for the longest time, I was thinking of ways to be able to secure it like that because I would have sequins like that falling off. And I'm like, how do I do this better? And resin just made so much sense. And that's kind of where that idea came in from. And then our ear wire gets attached to the top there. Cutesy cutesy. So somebody will be receiving this in their giveaway of over a $100 order. We'll pop that off to the side. All right. How many more trivia do you have?
Right there's two.
Just this one?
There's two.
There's two
right
here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me see. 1, 2. Okay, we'll do another trivia quick, and then we'll get into our last two items. Okay. So, our next trivia is a cute little charm sampler pack. And I'm going to read the question before showing it. Push up my rest of my stuff. There we go. I'm going to move these in just a little bit here so you guys can see. Cute little charm sampler. Love it. We love that fairy. Who just did the fairy in their design? Was that Debbie? I think it was Debbie. Oh my goodness. The way that she used that fairy just blew my mind. It's kind of the same way that Ainsley had done her little starfish earrings, where she covered up the little flower that was on the starfish earrings. Or not starfish, the seashell earrings. My mistake. But when Debbie posted that with this fairy, with the same, oh my goodness, I love it. She did such a good job. I want to be just like you when I grow up, Corian. Peggy, I love you. I want to be just like you. All right, are you guys ready? What Austrian glass and jewelry company gives their name to the Nike Air Force One low sneakers with little crystals embedded in white or black shoes? Duh. That's what I was thinking it was going to be that. What Austrian glass and jewelry company?
It has to be spelled right, too.
Yes, and trust me, I know how to spell it.
You will not get the prize if you don't spell it right your first attempt.
You know, it took me. I'm not even gonna say that yet because it might give it away. I'll wait. Chris Jones.
Is it spelled right? It has to be spelled right.
No, he spelled it right. Or she. Swarovski. Yes, Chris spelled it right. Good job. So I was gonna say, it took me the longest time to be able to pronunciate that. It was so hard for me to be like, what did I say? I don't even know how I used to say it. Swarovski? Swarovski. It was Swarovski or Swarovski. Yeah. I couldn't say it for the longest time.
Swarovski.
Good job, Chris. So as long as you have an open order with us on vintageliveshop.com, you get this cute little charm giveaway. Let me see if I can pop up Chris's comment here. Good job, Chris. And spelled it right. That one's a hard one, I will say. I go Swarovski when I'm spelling it. So I make sure I spell it right. I always sound things out differently to ensure that I get it right. Okay. Good job, Chris. We are going into this gorgeous bracelet next. Oh, I guess I do have like 2 more things. That's okay. I'm going to pop those up there though. Okay. So this cute little fall inspired colored bracelet I'll pop this over just a little bit there and kind of shift my camera. And we'll pop it up on the screen here. Flower pack, 10 pieces for $20. These are solid pewter. These are just pewter. So adding paints to them, gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Front, back, these are connectors. 2 loops on either side, or you could cut off the loop on one side or the other, or cut them both off and have a really beautiful, just simple pendant, and then you can punch a hole there in one of the top petals. So lots of different things to start off with. Can remove one of the loops, 2 of the loops, or keep them both, like I did. Swarovski. I learned, okay, Linda, sure. Swarovski.
I swore it off.
Yes.
Swarovski.
Mm-hmm. That's smart. That's also a good way of doing it. Okay. Thank you. Chris, your doodle.
She'll get it.
Chris Jones.
She'll get it.
I see a palm tree and a moon.
It's a palmetto.
What's that?
A type of palm tree.
Oh,
that grows very prominently in South Carolina.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I think that's on their flag. It's their flag.
Oh, is it?
It has the palmetto.
Okay. I just know palm trees is palm trees. We'll just leave that as that. At least on my side. Alright, let's get into painting some of these beautiful flowers because these are so fun and so cute. Cart number? Cart 109. 109. Alright, let's get our silicone mat back out. And we'll go on the clean side. Here we go. Nice. Alright. I do have 2 of these. At least I might have covered up one of them. There it is. Okay. Me too, Lynn. Lynn. They're gorgeous. Alright, we're going to take some Dragon Eye, which a lot of you will be receiving for your replacement. Of course, Chris. I'm going to shake it up real good. I'm going to put some Dragon Eye down. I might have to unclog it, though. There's only just a little bit coming out here. Let me unclog it. Eye pins are great tools to use for unclogging your paints. Or keep the tip like that and then... I don't think you can do that.
I bet a head pin, if that doesn't, a head pin for sure
yeah.
would
works.
Would go flat.
Yeah, you can do a head pin too. Which actually, I feel the head pin would be better because then it seals that hole completely.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be flat to the top for sure.
Mm-hmm. Alright. I think I might need to do a little bit more here. A little bit more, because I'm pretty congested in there. All my dried paint is preventing my good paint from coming out. There we go. I wanted to mute the Dragon Eye a little bit so you can see that this is a little bit lighter than this. So I did take some of that pale tan, wherever it may be. There we go. Oh, good. I'm glad you're home, Sherry. I'm going to take some of this pale tan. And a little brush here. Dry that off. Get some of that leftover paint gone. Alright. So I'm going to take some of this over here. See how it lightens. It's lightening pretty good. That's beautiful. That's the color that I'm looking for. So I'm just going to take that Dragon Eye. By the way, this is pretty close to that beautiful copper that you guys are trying to achieve. We're going to put that on for our darker of the two.
Yeah, this color really transforms these pewter,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't it?
It really does. And then
it brings out so much more detail in them.
I'm using that same pale tan. I am a huge fan of pale tan. I'm not going to dip my brush in the other color.
Is that the same thing as light tan?
We don't have one that's called light tan.
Favorite color, Nacho's favorite color. Sister Encarnacion's favorite color, and it happens to be Nacho's favorite color too. Light tan and poopies.
I need to rewatch it. It's been so long since I've seen Nacho. It's been so long.
Light tan.
So long. So I wanted this pinky light tan. So I just took what I got from this Dragon Eye mixture. I'm going to pick up just a little bit more to mix in there, which gives us this really pretty, same toned, just lighter and less reddy. It's got that pinky tone in it still. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm going to dip my brush. Now wait. Don't dry it yet. Don't use your heat gun yet. So in the center here, you'll notice that some of the paint is pooling. And give you a little closer look. You're out of here. Just go home. You guys are funny.
Corinne won't let me.
Nope. You're not allowed. I'm just taking a little bit of paper towel around the center here where it's pooled and just picking some of that up. So you can see just some of the color there on my paper towel, just the tip of it, because I don't want to pull the paint that's on the petals. I just want to pull some of this paint that's in around this center circle here. Use another corner, get in there. Looking good. Beautiful. So we pulled some of that paint out. Oh, I'm so glad that you're excited because I think it just works perfect for fall. And then after you pick up some of that paint, that's when you're going to come in with your heat tool. Remember, just be careful when you're handling your metal while using your heat tool because it does get hot. And you should probably paint the backs too, but I'm not painting the backs on these. Just in case they flip or something. Alright, so it looks like I have a little bit, I think I need to add a little bit of rose gold. Just a tiny bit.
See Peggy's question about Aunt Nancy.
Is Nancy ever excited when you go to work?
Every day.
Yes. Yes.
Happy dance every day.
Yes. I will attest to that. That's funny. Alright, so I wanted a little bit of this rose gold to do a light over. So we achieved it pretty good, pretty close, but I want a little bit of that metallic. So I'm going to come in like this, get my brush soaked. I'm going to come off to the side, and then I'm going to come in with just a little bit of that rose gold over top. I don't want too much, because I don't want it to look cakey, but I do want just a little bit of that rose gold in there. I think that really just makes it pop. Makes it pop, you know? You know what you know? Alright, I'm going to pull those up there. We're going to move our silicone mat over. Okay. And then it's just simple connections from here. So I have 2 jump rings there at the end. 2 jump rings and a clasp at the other end. And in between each of the flowers here, I have 2 jump rings connecting them all the way through. And then I'm just going opposite colors, so orange, pink, orange, pink, orange. And then they look stunning, and they really complement each other, and then we'll show what this looks like at the end of the live as well. So super, super easy yet again, but absolutely stunning, and we love those pieces when they're easy and also very pretty. All right. Our next one, super duper duper easy. We went over these fans last week. So you have an option between natural brass and solid brass. This time I left the loop as is. I didn't cut the loop off. So this is what the piece looks like. I glued a flat back chaton there. Gorgeous. And then I did the F20 Rivoli wrap with the direct connection to the ear wire and the direct connection from the bottom of the F20 to the loop of this fan. So filigree fan pack, 9 pieces for $20. You can choose either natural brass or solid brass. Cart 110. But I did want to show you guys what these look like as earrings, because I know last week I had said something about using them as earrings, but I only made a necklace last week, so that's why I wanted to show you guys what they look like just as normal earrings without cutting the loops off. So I don't have the individual pieces on me right now, but a lot of you already know what those look like, and you can see the natural brass version. Just imagine them yellow for solid brass. I agree. Lynn, I've been doing that more and more and more lately. Doubling up on the jump rings, doubling up on the chain, kind of layering it all in like that. I do agree. Thanks, Christine. And Janet as well. So super easy. You're just gluing those chatons onto the fan using a jump ring between your F20 and then an ear wire at the top there. So let me guys know if you have any more questions on this pair in particular. Otherwise, we're going to get into our last necklace demo for the day, which is my favorite. Other than that Dragonfly bracelet, because and the flower bracelet, I can't even pick a favorite today, you guys. I can't. I just love it all. I just love it all. All right, let's push these off to the side. I think that's enough waiting time on that. Last but not least is our big glory necklace. Hoo, 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 hoo. I love this one. All right, here she comes. Up the screen. There we go. And then I'm going to take a bead awl. I'm going to make sure that my feather sticks on top here. I don't want it to move too much around, and I'm going to pull. So the bead awl is actually really great if you're trying to stage your jewelry for photography. I do find myself using it a bunch. And then if you want to use like the back end of it to move your chain in or something, it works super well. Cutesy. But I want those more out, so I'm gonna drag these out a little bit more so it looks like what it would look like as it's hanging on somebody's neck. There we go. And then this goes over just a tiny bit, so it's a little bit more center. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Me too, Peggy. Okay. That looks good, I think. let's get into our first one. Our pendant pack, 2 pieces for $15. These retail for at least $15 a piece, if not more, because these are pre-made for you, which is a big chunk of this necklace. So you might as well pick these up. There's limited stock on these two, and I won't be making any of these. So you have your jump ring at the top, this beautiful set Swarovski crystal in that setting, and then you have a collection of jump rings and that bicone bead on an eye pin with a jump ring and a feather down there at the bottom. So pendant pack, 2 pieces for $15, cart 111. So essentially it's a buy one, get one free, which I think is also a freaking steal. And then if you guys want to see on the site, I have them shown as what they look like as earrings too. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. So then you can use 2 as get 2 packs, because then you can make 2 necklaces and a pair of earrings that match. Or, I'm curious, you guys, this would also be a stunning bracelet if you finished off the back side. Oh, yes, yes, yes. All right, so cart 111, you should probably buy 2 packs so you can make a pair of earrings, a bracelet, and a necklace that all match. Okay? I'm telling you, 2 packs because they're so good. So good. Okay. And this pendant is all solid brass too. There is a weathered gray paint on the feather already. Me too. Thanks for saying that, Lynn. Thanks, Judy. Let's put up Judy's comment there. She said amazing. That's already a big chunk of the necklace done for you. Ooh,
Yes,
Lynn.
So pretty.
Let me look at your... What did Lynn say here? I've used that bar for bracelets, but never a necklace. Super necklace.
Yeah, look at all the hanging spots.
Yes, so many hanging spots. But
imagine if you could take that and make it this way on a bracelet with chain this way, and
yes,
chain going in both directions.
Yes,
too. You know
like that.
Yeah, with chain going
like,
either way off of it. Yeah.
I'd probably maybe cut off.
Yeah,
I would cut off like these 2 loops,
yeah.
and then
chain both ways.
Mm-hmm. So this is, I'm going to put this piece up next. This is the connector pack. It is natural brass. I did paint mine, so I will paint this while I'm showing you guys. But this is a really great piece. I know it has been used as earrings before, so you can do earrings, and then I would suggest putting an ear wire through the top hole and then dangling a crystal, maybe a jewel drop or something down here at the bottom, and then have a beautiful pair of earrings. So let's do it like this because I'm curious. Ooh, you guys, this would also be an amazing chain extender. Oh my gosh, an amazing chain extender. Are you kidding me? I would even do, okay, imagine this flipped around. So if you did, actually, hold on here. I'll do this. Okay, 1. Yes, amazing. I didn't even think of this until just now. Amazing, amazing, amazing necklace extender. Love it. Okay, then if you put your Swarovski crystal on the top and then cut off the bottom loop, I'm trying to show you guys what it would look like without that there. Ugh. Like that. Gorgeous earrings. A no-brainer. Okay. Then your bracelet focal, either going one way, or Uncle Doug thought it would be cool if we took off these 2 circles on the ends and then did multiple chains going down either side. You guys, this piece is so good. Do it. Pull the trigger. You're gonna regret it if you don't. Pull the trigger. All right. So let's paint Let's actually bring this up a little bit here. Let's paint this to match the tones that I have achieved in that. Going to need some olive green.
Are we adding this baby hammer with our next tool restock? Is that
potentially?
Do we get that one?
Gene and I have talked about it.
Okay.
That's a potential. I'm not sure if it'll be this order or next order, but it's definitely a potential.
We can get 10 of them or whatever and just
Mm-hmm.
see how they go.
All right, color combo. I'm trying to remind myself here. Metallic white gold, olive green, and a little bit of mountain stream. That's what it was. All right, bringing out the silicone again. I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna go. Maybe this will be a good view for you guys here. I know it's a little sideways, but with it shifting its focus all the time, it really just drives me nuts. All right, there we go. Lynn said, great idea for you.
Once in a while.
Yes, possibilities are endless, Peggy.
Even a blind squirrel finds an acorn once in a while.
All right, I'm using olive green antique, metallic white gold, and mountain stream stain. I like mixing the stain with metallics or paints because it's less opaque than mixing, let's say, verdigris with the white gold. It gives just a little bit of color change, and that's why I like mixing the stains in with my paints or my metallics. If you're wondering why I've been using mountain stream instead of verdigris. Oh, to spell verdigris, I pronounce it verdigris. Verdigris. Yep.
Verdigris, yep.
That's another one of those where I'm like, okay, we're gonna have to do verdigris. We're gonna start with metallic white gold. This is gonna bring our metallic in. Our metallic portion. Our olive green. Just a little bit. And then our mountain stream. Oh, Rosie, you're so awesome. For this necklace, I used CH20 for the top here, as well as the center natural brass loop, and then CHV001 for this. I'm not sure if I have this available to purchase. I know I do have the natural brass version on natural brass bracelet version on the live shop, but I'm not sure if I have spools or anything of that. Those CH20, even if you get the CHV20, it would work really well with this. I was just pulling from the little chain clipping spin that I have. I am looking for... I was like, what am I looking for? Nothing. I found it. I just distract myself when I'm talking. Oh, maybe Jane can answer your question, Christine, so she can give you a little bit of a more in-depth answer. Are your stains like the stains used in ceramics? In ceramics, they get into the crevices and you wipe off the top to get an aged, dirty look. I would say the antique line with the black labels are more likely to be like the stains that are used in ceramics. The stains that I'm using are more for wood and I would say color mixing than anything. But the antiques are the ones where the raw portion, the top portion of your pendant, let's say like on here, will stay raw while the color dips into the crevices, giving you that really pretty look that you're looking for. Okay, yes. So I was correct then. For ceramics, I would use the antique glazes, is what Vintage said. All right. We're going to pull some of this olive green into our white gold. And then I might have to pick up some more of this mountain stream, I'm thinking. Because we're looking a little on the green side. And I want it a little bit more blue. We're going to pull in some more mountain stream. And then to darken it, I might pull a little bit of hematite. We'll see. Let's grab... Ooh, I have an idea. Let's hope I have it here. I don't want verdigris blue. I want this one. We're going to add a little bit of teal blue to it. This is the adjacent to blue fluorite. It took me a minute to get that. A little bit of this teal blue in here. There we go. That's the greeny blue that I'm looking for. It looks close to verdigris, but it's not quite verdigris. And then I think I'm going to add a 1 drop. Black really overtakes a piece. So I'm going to add 1 drop of hematite. Thank you, Vintage. 1 drop of hematite. Oh, that's the color I'm looking for. Woo-wee. That's gorgeous. I'm really loving that. Do I add 1 more drop of hematite? I might. Let's drop 1 more. I'm very, very particular about the way that I like my colors to be. I like that that muted tone. Oh yes. Oh yes, the one more drop was it. And get that really mixed in. Gorgeous. All right, let's paint our piece. So I'm just gonna brush it all the way down. Get it all in there. You can see how the paints are behaving here. Christine. So I used mostly all antiques for this, but you can see how I should move Vintage's comment here. You can see up here how the raw pieces or the top pieces of the pendant are staying more raw while the color is settling into those grooves. Oh, you're fine, Monica. Don't you worry. Hold on. I'll bring up the colors for you guys so you guys can screenshot it. And I'll do it like this so you guys can see the colors here. Hold on, I almost got them. All right. So, Mountain Stream Stain, Teal Blue Antique, Metallic White Gold Antique, and Olive Green Antique. So, the antiques are a perfect blend between paints and stains. So, Olive Green, Metallic White Gold, Teal Blue, and Mountain Stream to achieve... I wonder if it's too tight of a... Yeah. So anyway, to achieve that color. Wish there was an easier way for me to show you the labels here. For your records. Does that help at all? I know it's a little reflective, but let me know if you guys need any more on that. Okay. I'll pull those off to the side there. I'm going gonna wipe up some of this paint because I don't need that. And I don't need it to get everywhere either. I'm gonna take my bead all, since this paint isn't dry, but I don't want it to dry to the table or to the silicone mat. I'm just gonna pull her down. Of course, Monica. And I'm gonna hit it with my heat gun again. Put that off to the side. Take this down. Looks looking pretty good. Alright, next you will take your reliefing block. Notice the color difference between my newer one and then my older one. This color would look good on my copper hearts I'm doing. Yes, ma'am. These blue greens. Okay, Rosie, no problem. The blues and greens look fantastic with copper. Alright, I'm coming in with my relief block now because I want to expose the highlights. Oh, you guys. Oh, it's so pretty. Especially when it's relieved like that. Yes. Give me some more of that. For this center here, I have glued a flat back chiton. Oh, well, I just better be, Monica. That is my goal. My goal is to make this a beautiful, safe, welcoming place for everybody to lighten their moods. I love it. And I love you. The warehouse loves you all. Okay, so you'll notice that this raised bump here is kind of rounded. So I took my hammer, my small hammer, and I hammered that down flat. Just that top knob there. I hammered it flat so I was able to glue one of those chiton flatbacks to the center there. So let me see if I can do that here quickly. And then we'll have one more giveaway to get to today, and then, or one more trivia, and then one big loot giveaway. So I'm hammering it more flat so we are able to glue that chiton on there. But I like the way that these are bubbled anyway. So that's why I'm using the small hammer, so I can really just drive that attention to that very, very top center little dome that I want flattened for my crystal. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Looking good, looking good, looking good. All right, put a little bit of that gel glue. Perfect. All right, and Corian, where did you put that crystal? Oh, we'll use a super tiny one here. We'll use a very, very, very tiny one. We'll flip that over. Put that on the center there. Make sure it's centered. Beautiful. I don't know if I got enough Loctite on there. I don't know if I got a little bit of some older Loctite, but let that dry. That should be good. We'll let that dry. Could that bump be punched out? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So then you can glue your little chiton on there. If you punch it out, it would probably be easier, actually, than just hammering it flat. But if you don't punch it out, then you have this look instead. But I do like that idea though, Peggy. Let's see. Let's see here. I have another one. Let's see what we can do with this. Oh, yep. So you can punch it like that and then flatten it, which would dome this part in, which I think actually might even be better than just flattening it to begin with. Let's see here. I think it's probably about the same. So, because when you're hammering it, it's going to end up flattening it again. So I would probably punch it a few times in between hammering it. So you really just get it through. And remember, hammering makes your metals a little bit stronger. That's looking good. Or, another idea that I just had, come in and just clip her out. It'd probably be a little bit easier if I hadn't pre-hammered it. But if you grab on either side of that dot and squeeze in, you can essentially clip that out and then take a file here and then file it down. Make sure I can see it. There you go. Okay, so you can do it this way. I like Peggy's idea with pre-punching it. You can also go in and grab either side of the dome and squeeze with your flush cutters and then take the whole knob off itself and then come in with a file, and then it leaves your surface just a little bit larger for a little bit more paint or glue. Paint. What am I saying? For a little bit more glue. I think that, yeah, that would work. I'm just looking at it a little bit. If you're going to do it this way, I would probably recommend doing all this first, then painting it, then applying your crystal. So that way, if you get a little file mark like this, it's covered up. Oh no, it's not very noticeable right now. There it is. If you get a little file mark like that, you can cover it with paint. I mean, before or after, but that's a good way of doing it too, Peggy. Thank you for that. Looks like our crystal is pretty good on there. All right, for the rest of the construction here, don't worry, it's super easy, okay? I'm going to give you a close-up. Actually, I might as well just leave it down here and just close up with my camera and then use the beat-all to point. Duh, Corian. Think smarter, not harder. All right, starting from the chain, because I know you guys already know how to make a necklace. Starting from the chain, direct connection. This is CH20, so it is not soldered. Your links are able to be opened and closed. You can open the CH20, attach directly to the F20 here with your Swarovski wrap. This is a 12 millimeter Swarovski crystal into a jump ring that connects to this piece. I'll get into the layers later, so don't worry about that right now. You're going to do that same thing on the other side. CH20, F20, Rivoli, jump ring, connector. Okay? Then we're coming from the center. Take 3 jump rings. Oops. 3 jump rings. 1 loop to setting, connecting to the connector here. You have another one, which you will need to punch a hole for this, so I will show you after here, so don't worry. I punched a hole here for the second jump ring, which you can use the existing jump ring on the pendant itself or not. But I ended up clipping off the loop of this pendant and using the top. Dang it, why is this being so spotty right now? Like, I don't even want to continue telling you guys something if it's not going to work. Okay, so I clipped off the loop here at the top, and I used this hole, the center hole, and this hole for my connection points. So one goes into this slot. We punch a hole here at the bottom for the middle slot, and then we use another jump ring on this slot here. Then on your two end slots, so here on either side, and here is where I attached my CH20 chain that wraps around this pendant, this pre-made pendant. So CH20, it's not soldered. You are able to open and close those links, so it's a direct connection to the end here and another direct connection to the other end. So that's going to cup. And then lastly, this chain, you're going to connect to the jump ring that's connecting to the loop on the connector and the jump ring that connects to the F20. So that jump ring that connects the F20 and the connector here, you're going to attach your other chain. That's going to cup it, and you're going to do the same thing on the other side. I hope that that's a good explanation. And then to punch this bottom hole here, where's my hole punch pliers? I'm going to go back to front because it's dapped, and I don't want to ruin the dap. So back to front, and right in this first layer here, where's my bead awl again? And this first layer right here is where you're going to punch your hole. Okay? Okie dokie. Ooh, I keep shaking it because my camera's too close. Alright, line it up right in the center on that lowest level there. I look a little off center, but that's probably okay. And then squeeze. Beautiful. I'm going to pull it off up here. And then you have your hole for your middle connection from this top hole. How was that, everybody? Was that pretty okay? Hope so. It's a big necklace, but it's very easy to execute. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Let me pop up that pendant pack again, that 2 for $15, because that is also here. Don't forget to heart the live too, you guys. Okie dokie. I'm going to pull this off now. We're going to do one more trivia, and then we'll get into our look, and then after the look, we will do our big loot giveaway. So, this is our last trivia for the day. John Wesley Huddleston was the first person to find what precious stone in the Joel Rich crater near Murfreesboro, Arizona. I don't even know if I said that right. Thank you, Rosie. Thank you, Peggy. Probably said that wrong. There we go. That way you can, it's a wood and leather little trivia pack. Cutesy, cutesy. John Wesley Huddleston was the first person to find what precious stone in the jewel-rich crater near Murfreesboro, Arizona. Is that Arizona? No, Arizona's AZ. Right? What the heck's AR? Arkansas? I don't know. Let me see. Not gold, not turquoise. Anyway, I'll let you guys see the question now, just in case if I just totally botched it. That's how fried my brain is. Not Mexican opal. Mm-mm. So, not emerald, not turquoise, not Mexican opal, not gold.
Got a little stumper going here, huh?
Thanks, Lynn.
Little stumper.
Yes. This one should be a really easy one, though.
Karen Yates Waters.
Mm-hmm. Good job, Karen. Oop, sorry. Sorry, Janet. I accidentally put yours up. It shifted. Good job, Karen. Karen. You're so amazing. Good job. Diamond. You're so sweet, Cindy. Thank you. That one's for Karen. Cindy said, beautiful as always. I always look forward to seeing what you will create each week. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Are we ready for our look now? I think we're ready for the look, and then we'll do our big loot giveaway. So I'm ready to get out of here. Okay. You're going to see double of me for a moment. Or maybe not. You're going to get the view of my laptop. Here we go. Yes, congratulations, Karen. And then big screen. Woo. Hi, everybody. Okay. So this is the mythical wing / Swarovski heart necklace that I was talking about. This is probably a better view. And I should probably take a shine cloth to these natural brass pieces because they are looking a little dull. But it's been a long time since I've worn this or even demonstrated anything about it. I think this was around the first year that I started doing the lives. So that's a good one. And I've been wearing these necklaces, these two, this sterling silver plated and this brass necklace every single day. And I know I've been showing you guys every week how the color's holding up. So I'll show you guys again here in a minute because it's quite phenomenal. I'll put the choker on next. This is that feather choker with the beads, with the two copper verdigris beads on either side. So what I was talking about is that several weeks ago we got this chain and I had painted it with maybe it was the antique line. I mean, it was one of our paint colors, etc. But I have worn this every single day, showered in it, slept in it, etc., sweat, you name it, and the color's holding up beautifully. So you guys know it lasts. This is like a first-hand look Here you go, Karen. Cute doodle by Doug. I love it. Good job. H2Os. Love it. And I'm really liking this choker look with this feather. This might even be another one that I'm going to take home because it's so simple, but it's so pretty as a choker. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay. Next, let's do... Probably take this one off because I want to show you guys. So this necklace that we just finished up with looks really great long and looks really great short. So I did make it long enough to fit over my head. There we go. Yep, that'll happen at the end, Vintage. For the Big Loot subscription. But I didn't see it in Carter, so I didn't know if you had made that active or not. This is the necklace long. Alright, hold on, I'm pausing because the connection decided that it doesn't want to move. There we go. So, necklace long. Probably fix this a little bit. There we go. Very flattering. Oh, it can't display in Carter. I thought that that's why we were doing it. Oh, no problem. Okay, so that's with it long. But just wait. This is incredible when it's short, too. I don't have it clasped short, so what I'm thinking about doing is making it short and then creating an extender that runs down the back. But I will hold it here. Okay, she's gonna publish the link. This is incredible. I love it as a choker, you guys, because the Swarovski crystals wrap the neck so well.
Goes right down into that. What's that cavity
You
called
look
there?
like a warrior princess. I love you, Sherry. That's another one of my favorite compliments ever received. Warrior princess.
Xena.
That is right up my alley. You nailed it, girl.
Corey Xena.
Alright, you're gonna make me too confident here, Sherry.
Just don't bring any weapons in, okay? No swords or spears or anything like that. Or
spears. Yeah. I have my concealed carry. That's true. That's a weapon.
That. That one's okay.
That one's okay. Just no swords or anything. What do they call them? Is it a katana? Is that like the long?
Well, the katana's a staff.
Like
right?
the
staff.
I didn't know if it was like the long sword or if it's the staff. I don't remember.
Maybe it is.
I don't remember.
Maybe a katana is the long sword.
Here are the Fern earrings. Super simple, super light. And it would be easier if... There we go.
Yeah, it's the long sword. The katana is...
Okay. I couldn't remember. I just remember hearing katana in like that anime voice on one of the...
It doesn't quite fit the warrior princess because I don't think of Japanese when I think of warrior princesses. I think of geishas.
I do. I think of ninjas. Like ninjas.
Yeah, but no.
Okay.
Xena, like Xena, whatever.
Xena, warrior princess. Yeah. That's what Peggy said.
Did you ever watch that show, Xena?
I don't think so. No.
Oh, come on.
Maybe not. I did watch. There's a show on Netflix with warrior in it, but it's really good, and warrior princess was like the theme, and I loved it. She had like superpowers and stuff. My superpower is making pretty jewelry. That's about it. That's my only superpower. and taking in too many dogs than what I need.
Mulan. Okay, yeah, Mulan.
Ooh!
Yeah, I guess I
Mulan.
didn't. I guess that's a little bit newer.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought of that one.
Okay,
Yeah.
you guys.
Gene.
What do you guys think of the earrings
Mulan.
to match like that? There we go. I'll give you like a farther out shot because I use the same Swarovski color. The crystal color is the same between the two. I really like those earrings a lot. Mulan. What? I'm trying to think what princess I related to the most.
Princess Leia?
Yeah, probably. Star Wars?
Yeah. Probably none of the Disney princesses.
Yeah, probably not. Maybe Tangled. That's maybe it. What do you guys think?
Organizing car shows. See that one?
Yes. Oh, that's true, Peggy. That is true. I'm curious. What Disney princess...
Lucy Lala says Xena is definitely a warrior, yeah.
What Disney princess would you think I would match up with?
Not Jasmine.
Because I'm generally curious.
The one that's like... Who's going to be like the most rowdy?
I was going to say, Tangled was... She's pretty rowdy.
Yeah,
Well,
you're not as ferocious as the princess in... what's it called? You know, with the snow and all, you know, the... You would be Anna and not Elsa.
Anna.
Not Elsa.
Elsa?
Frozen.
Yes,
You would
Frozen.
be Anna, not Elsa.
Yeah, probably. I would see Ainsley as Elsa, though. She's got that really pretty, like, well, she did have that just bright blonde hair. I mean, she's got blue hair now, but...
Maybe there's a blue-haired Disney princess.
Is there a blue-haired Disney? I told her that she looked like... Oh, man, I can't even remember. It was, What is the bee? It's not Bubbles from the princess movie. I can't even think right now. Well, I'll do it like this. We always like the jean pocket shot with the bracelets, so you guys can see those. I'm a big fan. Oh, Karen. Oh, Belle.
Belle. Yeah,
you know what?
She's a little bit.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Belle would be a good one. Lucy Lawless as Xena is
How
definitely
about Princess
warrior.
Buttercup?
Who the heck is Princess Buttercup? Who is Princess Buttercup? I'm curious. I do like that name, though. Dang it. I'll cover my face and maybe it'll focus. That's a little bit better. You guys think Belle? You don't know Disney movies? That's okay.
Isn't Buttercup from Princess Bride? Isn't that her name, Princess Buttercup?
Oh, it might be. It's been a minute since I've seen that, too. That was a good movie.
As you were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You killed my father. Prepare to die. And he grew up in Hanover.
You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Prepare to die. I really liked that movie.
But as my dog's name. Who is that?
Wait, who hasn't
the comment went by so fast.
Who hasn't seen The Princess Bride?
Christine Flack said Princess Buttercup is my dog's name.
Shush, that's so funny.
Buttercup.
What do you mean? I've seen The Princess Bride like 100 times. I love that movie. That was one of the movies that I tried to show Ian, and
he didn't get it.
He didn't. He's really into the old movies, but for some reason he just didn't like that, and I am a big fan. All right, I'm missing my.
What isn't Jean Ayakan? Isn't her name?
My bracelet
connected to mine. In there? Remember, Ayakan is the poison. That he built up the tolerance to?
Yeah.
Jean Ayakan?
That's funny. Thank you.
Isn't she on our? I wonder if she's listening today.
She might be. Okay. Here's my. I'm a big fan of that movie, I will say. Okay, hold on. There we go. I was like, it's frozen. Give you the low shot with the wrist.
Oh, you're getting some pushback from Jean here.
But you didn't know her name. Yeah, okay. You guys.
That's true. She kind of got you on that one a little bit.
Yeah, okay. But I refer to Iron Man as Iron Man. I don't know Iron Man's real name. I refer to superheroes as their superhero names. Like, I am so bad with names. I'm so bad with all of those things. So I could recite a whole song for you, like beginning to end, and I won't even know what the song name is. Or even the artist half the time. I'm like, oh, who is that? I mean, I'm pretty good about picking out like Pink Floyd and things, but yeah, no. I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna be one of those ladies that can't remember a dang thing because I already can't remember a dang thing. So no, it's not that I'm not a real fan. It's just because I'm really terrible at retaining that type of information, if that makes sense. And then this is what they would look like as earrings. Tony Stark, there you go. Is that even his real name, though? I don't even think that's his real name. But these as earrings, absolutely stunning as well, which would match the necklace that we're wearing with the same piece. So. I wish I was better at retaining information like that, though. That's for sure. I already showed those, showed that. Have this one on because I'm taking this one home. I'm probably going to shorten it on Monday before I take it home. I don't think I'm going anywhere this weekend that I'd wear it, but what? Sherry? Okay, homework. There you go.
Everybody's
Aunt
got homework.
Jean. You got somebody to get on about it because Sherry's never even seen it. Okay, thanks for relating, Peggy, because I'm, super terrible at remembering any names, so on and so forth. Like, I've rewatched Harry Potter probably a good 10 times in the last 5 years. And, like, the one that I can remember is Hagrid. But, like, everybody else, I'm like, wait, was that one Draco or Malfoy or which one was which? I know there's, like, you know what I mean? I know I'm too young to not remember things, but I've had that issue for my whole lifetime. Even when we were, like, in middle school and we would get our physicals done, they'd be like, okay, remember these 2 or 3 numbers, at the start. They'd go through all their things and say, what are those 2 or 3 numbers at the end? I'm like, I have no idea. I don't remember. But I feel those super, super important things, I'm pretty good at retaining that information. But if it's not, like, super, super important or something that I'm going to need to know to better myself in the future, like actors' names and things like that, those don't really matter to me. It's everything else. So it just depends on what kind of information I'm expected to retain. All right. That was the last of it. I think we're ready for our big loot giveaway now. You ladies, you beautiful, amazing ladies, for sticking it out with me for almost 3 hours. It's like 2 hours and 40 minutes right now, and I think we're going to be out under 3 hours, so amazing. Oh, and I have that other necklace. Hold on. Mm-hmm. I don't retain names either. See? Okay. I'm not the only one.
Do you remember what the ROUS is for?
The what?
ROUS?
ROUS? No.
Come on, in the movie that you watched 10 times or 100 times?
Nope.
Remember when they go through that area where the steam keeps popping up and the rats and the rodents of unusual size?
The spiders?
No, those rodents of unusual size.
Nope.
Gosh, maybe
If I seen it,
maybe
I
your
would.
parents didn't let you watch that part because it was too scary.
Which one? Oh, you're talking about the
Princess-
Princess Bride. I thought you were talking about Harry Potter. I was like,
no.
what? Yes, now, yes, I do remember. Yes. Because they'd have to go through the swamp too
Right,
and
yeah,
everything.
right.
Yes. Yes.
So much fun in that movie.
Interesting. I didn't know that, Vintage. But I like that. Our brains auto sort our items out items it doesn't think are important.
Like
That's interesting.
Anniversaries, birth dates.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. I need to answer Rosie's
It gets us
question
in
here
trouble.
before it gets lost. Love the pendant. What filigree is used in the pendant? Which one?
Did you have a filigree wrap on something?
What filigree did you use in the pendant? Give me a little bit more information, Rosie.
Sitting on top of there? It's not underneath, is it?
No.
Yeah, but, okay.
I moved it all.
Maybe we didn't have filigree pendant today. Unless that's another rectangular piece, maybe she's talking about the one.
Is it in the necklace? This one, or are you talking about the dragonfly necklace? Which one, Rosie? I need just a little bit more information. Okay. So while I get that info from Rosie, the one with the feather. Okay, so the pendant.
What's it say?
It's this. This is a setting. So these pendants are sold as is. You have the setting with the Rivoli, and then it drops into an eye pin with some spacer beads and some jump rings, which look to be JR10, into a black bicone, into the end loop of your eye pin. Then you have a jump ring connecting to the feather here. So this pendant is sold as is. Yes. Yep, so there's no filigree on this, actually. It's just the setting with the crystal jump ring to eye pin with your little spacer beads, jump rings, and bicone. And then you have another jump ring to your feather. So let me know if that makes sense, because I just want to make sure that I'm answering you correctly and that you're getting all the information you need. Okay, so in the meantime, give you another look at our Big Loot giveaway. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Look at all that fun stuff. There's a locket in there. There's some tags. These 2 Guff bracelets, sterling silver and 10K gold plated over brass. Gorgeous. Done a lot of really great things with those as well. That's really neat. I do like that a lot. I think I do have that setting, Rosie. Let me pop it up here. Setting. You're gonna have to copy this link probably. Reply. So if you copy this link and paste it into your browser, this will take you directly to that setting, Rosie. It just posted it in the comment under your comment is the setting for sale. Okay. Man, I typed that in really fast. So if you go to vintageliveshop.com and type in the search bar setting, all of the settings are going to pull up. If you type in feather, all of the feathers are going to pop up. If you type in the collection name, like last week's I think was Dancing Leaves, all of the items that I used in that collection will pull up, etc., etc. So if you're looking for something specific, that search bar And the way that we have made product listings makes it very easy to find things. Okay. You're welcome, Rosie. I'm going to refresh my screen here. And I'm going to pop up the directions one more time while we're showing this. Remember, you need to heart react to the live to win this giveaway. And once I see my thumbs up on my other screen, which is about 30 seconds behind,
There's a couple you want to copy over from
refresh.
From here too.
Okay. We're going to get our YouTube name. Let me type those in first, the YouTube names, while we're refreshing on this side.
Yeah, we got Gabrielle.
G-A-B.
R-I-E-L-L-E.
R-I-E-L-L-E.
Adrian. A-D-R-I-E-N-N-E.
A-D-R.
A-D-R-I-E-N-N-E.
I-E-N-N-E.
And there's a D car, C-A-R-R.
D car. Ooh.
I think that's...
Okay. So I think we have our YouTube winner, or not winners, but our YouTube names in there now. And then I'm going to refresh the screen now because I just saw my thumbs up. You're great, Rosie. Okay. You have a 1 in 34 chance. Dang, you guys are good. There was only 3 likes on the video this time.
Only 3?
But 34 loves.
Okay.
So that's really good. You guys are learning.
But they can do both. But
only the loves will get entered into the giveaway. So I'm copying your names over right now. We're pasting them into here. And then, I'm going to go full screen. Hold on. Full screen. All right. And then lastly, I was going to put this on. Show you guys what the solid brass version looked like. Because I forgot this one. This is without the heart in the center. This is the solid brass version, which if you want solid brass, it will be introed on Monday with Jean and Ains. Which that gold green works beautifully with my other necklace. All right. Do you see your name? Hold on, it's loading here. Look at all those names. Was it Gabrielle, and then Adrian, and then Decar? 3 different people? Mm-hmm. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I didn't put somebody's last name as a thing. All right. Once it gets back to Decar here, I'm going to spin it. 1, 2, 3. That's so fun. What do we got? Hold on. I think possibly one last week. Maybe. I don't remember. Will you check? I don't remember if hers was...
Last week was Cindy.
Cindy was the big one?
Barreler, yeah.
Okay. Maybe Kay won a trivia or something. But it's okay. She can win the big loop.
M-U-R-R.
M-U-R-R-A-Y. And then Phillips.
2 L's?
Yeah, yes. P-H-I-L-L-I-P-S.
Not like our Phillips?
Correct. Cool beans. Cool beans. Kay Phillips. We are getting you written down. In the case that Kay does not claim her big loot by... Shoot. I forgot to do 2 today again. In case Kay does not claim her big loot, we will do 3 drawings next week because I forgot to do the one that wasn't claimed from 2 weeks ago yet again. I gotta remember that one. So, good job, Kay. You won the big loot. You must have a purchase with VintageLifeShop.com in open order to be able to get this loot sent to you. And if she does not claim the loot, then we will draw 3 times next week. 1 for the one that was missed, this one if it doesn't get claimed, and then the new one for next week. So, good job, Kay Phillips. Thank you. All right, you beautiful ladies. Is there anything else that I can do for you before Uncle Doug and I say bye-bye and enjoy this last beautiful day that we're gonna get? Probably in a while. This might be the last 80-degree day that we see. Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. All those the Asian beetles, you guys, are horrendous. They were attacking me as I left the building yesterday. They're just like, hold on, I'll just show you just the outside of what look at all those black dots. Those are all Asian beetles, like crawling all around my windows, trying to get in. Like, no thank you. Good thing our exterminator guy was a good, is a good, like, exterminator or whatever, because we haven't had many inside, which usually we have a whole bunch. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys what this next warehouse big loot's going to look like. Kay Phillips, her doodle, by Doug. Love it. Thank you. So I'm going to show you what this big loot is going to look like. And then Ainsley always does a really good job about going in depth during the loot review. On Mondays, I think they're doing a product release this Monday. So next Monday, not this coming Monday, but the following, I dropped a piece. So another one that I'm probably not going to be able to find. That's okay. I'll tell you which one I dropped. So Ainsley does a really good job at showing these and demonstrating what you can do with the big loots. But I just wanted to quickly show you guys what it looks like for this coming month so you guys get excited about it. I'm going to change these crosses up a little bit. Alright. So the big loot subscription, the warehouse loot subscription. Oh, having to set these stinkers out. So I think Ainsley will just do a better job at showing these and explaining these. Because I literally picked this out this morning. Okay, here we go. I got it set out. You're going to get 2 18-inch natural brass chains. That chain is CH0010. 2 of these square bracelet blanks. 2 of these calla lily bracelet blanks. 2 of these solid brass bracelet blanks. 3 of these massive feathers, which retail for about $20 now. As well as this gypsy piece, retailing for about the same, 15 to 20. These really cool oval bracelet blanks. These really cute bird connectors. 2 elephants. 3 lion heads. 3 beautiful crosses, which I know Lisa just loves crosses. Then I have 4 of these. I actually dropped one, but 4 of these filigree. And then 2 of these really cool, super lightweight hoops, along with 2 purple flowers, 2 red jewel drops retailing for about $14 a piece, and then 6 of these. These are super expensive now, but super, super cute, like gypsy crystal balls. I don't even know if that term is even welcomed now. I mean, you never know nowadays. But that's a lot of stuff for my beautiful Lootie. And I cannot wait to see what Ainsley does with all of it. I love you too, Sherry. I love you all so much. So, so much. And that's going to dump this into here. Just wanted to give you a sneak preview. Yeah, look at our winners, you guys. That's a lot of, okay.
That's a lot of giveaways.
That's a lot of stuff.
That's a lot of
and
giveaways.
we're doing it like every week, you guys. So always stay tuned, because you never know when you're gonna know an answer to a trivia, or if you win a big loot giveaway. Oh, Sherry, she's so cute. You guys are making me just smile and just
you have
everything.
to go on. You have to find Xena though. You won't get it.
I will have to.
You won't get it until you see
There's
it.
a big stink bug on the window.
Outside.
No, it's inside.
Inside.
You guys know that I hate stink
I
bugs. Yeah. I hate them. If that thing comes at me, I'm gonna drop below the table. Oh, I lost it. I will have to see the...
Rosie said if we buy the subscription now, this is what we will get for the next month. Is that the one?
You will be receiving... We will be shipping this come the 1st of next month. So November. The 1st of November, this is getting shipped. So if you purchase a Warehouse Loot subscription today through... There's our 31 days in October. You have to make sure...
Knuckles.
I don't even know that trick.
It's easy. Look, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. I guess I gotta show it because no one knows this one.
But yes, if you buy the subscription between now and the 31st, you will receive this exact loot.
So everybody knows this tip, right? On your months: January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. The top ones, high knuckles, are 31.
Oh, really? But what about your 28 and your 30?
Do you know 28 February?
What about leap year? Is that counted?
No, that's still February.
With the days? Oh, is that really still February? Yeah. Interesting. Okay,
so the knuckles are your 31s.
I like that little tricky trick.
Mm-hmm.
Sherry, she's so cute.
It was worth tuning in just for that.
Thank you, Uncle Doug and Corian, Warrior Princess. Yes. Okay. I think you guys have had just about enough of me, and you guys will see me not only next Friday, but next Thursday. So next Thursday will be the Vintage Stash review, and I cannot wait to see all of my masterclass ladies. I'm always super excited because I only get to work with them once a month, when I get to work with, these people, all of you guys, 4 times a month. So I think that's it for today. But if you have any questions, don't hesitate to email warehouse@vintage.com, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Otherwise, go check out vintagelifeshop.com. I have refreshed the website, so there are a lot of really, really pretty things kind of at the top, and then it kind of trickles down. So definitely take a look at how it's formatted and whatnot, and enjoy! Have a great weekend!